So I think there was I'm not sure I said that, to be honest, because I think it is obvious. So I barely say the obvious things. So it's clear that it's not over whatever happened, because there's we both have 3 games to play, and my concern is actually how can we win our games, and then we have absolutely no hand in how City will play their games. But before they are played, I think we should not add on points. We don't do that, and I'm pretty sure City's not doing that. So, and as far as not reachable anymore, why should we stop believing? And that's what we do. Better. Look, it's very easy. It's very easy to describe our situation. And obviously different perspectives. So we can take it exactly like it was, and we say just we drew, they won. Makes it 3 points, and the goal difference changed obviously as well. Or you see it like this, that we were 6 points behind, and they lost, and we won. And the rest is exactly the same. We would be flying. We couldn't wait until we could play Aston Villa and try to bring in the next 3 and all this kind of things. So as human beings, it's really cool. We can decide by ourselves how we see it. There are some facts, but we are allowed to ignore them. So, and then I tried to create, try to help the boys to see it like me, and we'll invite everybody else as well. So let's just guess or assume that we won the last game and they lost. So, and now we go to Aston Villa. That doesn't make the Aston Villa game a little bit easier, not at all. It just gives you a nicer perspective, and that's what I think is important as well. I have no idea. Yeah, but my possible successor, yes. Yeah, of course it's possible that Stevie will be manager here one day. Yeah.
Could you see that happening in reality then?
I have no idea. That's not my decision to make, and it's about other parties and Stevie as well. So, but I think it's possible. That's it. Bobby's in full. So Bobby now trained before the last game. He trained then 2 days, but we don't train a lot, so he always has to do more. That's what he's still doing. So decision for tomorrow. He gets closer and closer and closer, and hopefully he can be involved. Imagine now the situation. We would not be there. We would not be that close. Imagine that situation. Then the interviews would be boring like whatever. You have to make sure that some excitement, and we talk about, and there is an exciting battle for who will stay in the league, and there's an exciting battle about who will qualify for the Champions League. But imagine now, when you're that close, that's completely normal. We all feel the tension. We cannot say we don't feel it. After our Tottenham game, it was not that I thought, great that this happened. But before you can deal with your own emotions, you face already 20 cameras. So, and that's how it is, and that's what Pep did in that moment. So, and obviously there are a few things that I don't take it as a nice, thank you very much for learning something new, a backhanded compliment. But even the German version of this saying, I didn't think for a second when I saw it. I rather think that this, whatever I said in the last press conference, or whatever anybody said, and then he probably thought he has to make this point. You know all much better than I do that it's not the case. So even you wear a blue shirt today, to be honest. So it's like we didn't lose, but I felt like in a moment you lose. And I was really, I thought, it was all fine. You say what you have to say, these kind of things, and then all of a sudden, one of you guys, I'm not sure, asked, and what you have to say, great, how Tottenham defended. And it was like the moment it clicked. No. I mean it when I say I couldn't coach it. So that means that's actually a compliment. Backhand. I couldn't. I couldn't. It's like what they do is incredible. So, but it's so difficult for the opponent, obviously, which is one part of the job we have to do, so make it really difficult for the opponent. So they make it really difficult for the opponent to score. That's true. But it's just like in the moment you don't score, means ball is still in game, in play, obviously, probably. And in that moment, Harry Kane gets on the ball. And that's not a brain fog. Yeah, that's really then the other thing that what can you do in these moments? What can you do in these moments? And that's why all respect. And the main message, I couldn't coach that, and that's then positive. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. I think the same. We had moments where we saw Nabi at outstanding level because he's an incredible player. But we spoke about that. Interrupted through injuries and stuff like this. He couldn't get real rhythm. And now he is in a completely different situation. So it's probably the longest spell he was without an injury, to be honest. No, I'm not surprised about him saying that because I see it the same way. Yeah, it's just the situation. The main challenge in a game like is that you are constantly in a creating mood, knowing each missed pass is a massive problem. So that is really difficult to stay calm in these moments. So that's to do exactly the right thing. But we had I spoke about a few moments, but I'm not sure they were counted as crosses. But if we chip the ball from half left to handle like close to the touchline, in behind the wing back, and we are there and square the ball from there, that's a great football moment. But that was then a moment when we didn't anticipate it well enough. So these kind of moments which we had. So in the end, you count crosses. If we would have won 3-1, you wouldn't have counted crosses. I mean, there was still the number there, but you would have not asked me about that cross. But in the decisive moments, you did the right stuff. So, and that's a little bit the problem. So I said it was not a perfect game, but a general approach for the game. So again, the counter press was completely different level. We win it, and we talk about that. Wow, the counter press of Liverpool. We don't win it, we just forget it. I don't.
Backward running. Twice. Half volley each side, yeah? And then just share some heads, yes?